Okay, so I just want to start off by introducing myself. My name is Magdalene, and I am a licensed social worker in the state of New York, and I also work in the hospitality industry. So the last few days have just been so crazy, and I feel the need to have a platform to share my story, my experience, and give it out to the community. So I identify with lots of different communities, as do probably a lot of other people. Maybe they're just not familiar with the term, like identifying within a community. So all I'm gonna do is just be myself, express what's happening for me during this time, and just share it with people, because I truly feel if I'm going through this and I feel this way, and I can at all help another person that might be going through it or going through something similar, and that's like my purpose. That's what I've been led to do my whole life. That's what I feel as a social worker. That's what I feel as a light worker. That's what I feel as just a spiritual being on this earth. So, like I said, social work, but also I work at a bar, and they were rumored that we were gonna close, but it wasn't official. And then I woke up this morning, we hadn't closed. I was stressing out because I don't want to be in contact with people or customers that have been traveling and they don't tell me, and like then they're exposing other people, and it's just like a whole thing. So that was like bothering me, because I'm like, I'm not going to call into work. Like, I am going to work, but then I'm putting myself at risk, and I'm also not going to make any money, you know? So that also is like in my head too. So I actually got a text message from someone with the article that the governor canceled everything, and I just like, I'm processing it, you know, I'm like, whatever. And then I finally get a text from where I work, and you know, they say that we're closing and, you know, whatever. And then I just started crying. It was just like, it hit me, and I'm like, oh my God, like I don't have a job. Like I literally don't have a job right now. And, you know, they say indefinitely, my dog is freaking out right now. Literally, she's like anxiety central right now, thinking I'm like ignoring her and having a conversation with someone in front of her. So I'm crying, and my dog's actually being pretty good for me when I'm crying, being there for me and stuff. Get over here. Get over here. She is the biggest drama queen ever. I'll just like briefly. So this is Elsie. You might as well meet her now. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that is her. She's the best thing in the entire world. And so yeah, all that stuff happened today, and I was just freaking out and crying, and then I call my mom and I let her know. And it's just like, what are you supposed to do? Like, so I started doing the unemployment thing, like filing, and like the server's down, the site's down, and I'm like, oh fuck, like this sucks. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, I have nothing. Like, I mean, I'm a licensed social worker. I could get a job. I am in the process of getting a job that actually is not hiring now because of what's happening. So that was another thing. So there's just so much right now, and it's so much to process. But essentially, I talked to my mom, and she's like, you know, this is just all a blessing. If you really think about it in disguise, we don't control anything, but we control ourselves. And just by processing, like, hey, I'm having anxiety right now, I am freaking the F out. And then I'm like, you're right. And I am noticing it. Like, my stomach's all weird. Like, I'm getting, like, freaking out, like, panicking. And then I realize if I just shift my perspective, shift the lens that I'm seeing this through, maybe it isn't so bad. because I'm being propelled, I feel, into something that I naturally wouldn't throw myself into. And that's how the universe works. That's how God works. That's how your source works. That's how whoever it is for you, that's how it works. But that's how the universe works. And I truly believe that this is all happening for a bigger purpose than me. Me crying and sobbing over losing a job is probably nothing in comparison what other people are experiencing. But I've never had to have this happen. So it just made me feel that this is just time. This is just the time for me to do job change, for me to express myself out there to help people, and just to be my authentic self. Because I'm probably going to be in my house for the next undetermined amount of time with my dog that's very annoying right now. But I have her, I have FaceTime, I have so many other outlets that this is a blessing. I'm lucky enough that I am spiritually guided very strongly. So I have that to fall back on. And a lot of people I don't think don't right now, but maybe this is a time for them to do that, to spend time with themselves, you know, figure out what they really like, what their life purpose is. Maybe try something new. I ran outside today. I hate running outside, by the way. I run every single day, but I run inside. And I had to run outside today because every gym is closed and I don't have a treadmill. And I was stressed all day until I got there. And as I was running, everything just like went away. And that's when I get like my messages, you know, that's when I get my good thoughts. That's when I'm in tune with the universe, when my spirit's in tune with itself. And I know that, but I think so many people don't know how to get in tune with themselves, that maybe this time is that time for that. And just being able to express that to another human being, even if not face to face, is something really crazy. So yeah, I had like so many different things that I wanted to talk about in this first video, but I feel like I hit the main ones. Tomorrow, my focus is to kind of get settled in a routine. It's not that I'm living my life in fear of not like going out, but I'm young and I'm healthy and I have an older mother, I have older grandparents, and I also live in a community that's not just healthy people, you know? So I don't ever want to have something and give it to someone else and then it just perpetuates this like crazy cycle. And I think that's just the biggest thing, is just being mindful right now. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm not seeing this as negative. I'm seeing this as precautions and an ability to grow. And that's like the hardest mind shift, but also the easiest. Like, that's a blessing. I have now an unprecedented time to focus on me, myself, my growth, my understanding of life. So it's not all bad. And that's what I'm going to be trying to work on and focus on the next few days. So I'm excited to kind of see what comes from this, even if it's just me rambling about my daily stressors. Everyone is experiencing some type of effect of what's going on, whether directly or indirectly. So if you watch this video and it resonates with you, that makes me really happy. If it doesn't and you hate me, then that doesn't make me so happy, but also I'm being me. This is my authentic self. I'm in tune, trying my best. So if you don't like it, then you don't. But the biggest thing is, this is for me, this is for other people, and I'm very excited, like, with whatever this comes from. This is my journey. This is just my mindful moments. This is me, being mindful. So that's it. And I am gonna just hang out with my dog right now because she is the biggest brat. I'm gonna have to like do a video sometime on how amazing she is. But until next time, be safe, enjoy your life, and do not live in fear.